All right, we will reconvene to open session at this time. And do we have any items to report out, Madam Clerk? Okay. So with that, we'll have our invocation by Trustee Prendergast. Please rise. And remain standing for the pledge from Trustee Jay.
At this time, I would just like to take a moment to reflect on the acts of violence that occurred in Norway over the weekend, and to take a moment to think about their families, and how as a reminder to us all that there are still violent acts in the world that affect far more than just the victims, but many, many people around them.
Thank you very much. Trustee Jay.
Please address the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we do not have any resolutions, but we do have a very special recognition for Irvine Valley College President Glenn Rockmore. And I understand that we have some dignitaries from the United States Army present, including Lieutenant Colonel Hansbarger, Commander of the Southern California Army Recruiting Battalion. Could all of you please join Chancellor Portner at the podium for a presentation and this recognition? Lieutenant Colonel Hansbarger, would you like to present first? Do you have anyone with you tonight, or are you all by yourself?
It's just me tonight.
Okay, all right, very good. Go ahead. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to be here to make this great presentation to Dr. Rockmore. You may or may not realize, but the United States Army is in the longest period in the history of our country in which we have been engaged in continuous combat with an all-volunteer force. And if you think about that, it's an amazing accomplishment, not only for the United States Army, but for our nation as a whole. And that doesn't happen by accident. There is not a group of national young men and women that we can pull from to maintain the strength of the United States Army. It happens in the local communities. And while I command a battalion of 280 recruiters in Southern California, we can't do it alone. We rely heavily on the support of the local communities. And one of those great supporters that we've had is Dr. Glenn Rockmore. He has been an advocate of the United States Army. He understands the value and benefits that young men and women obtain from service in the United States Army. So in recognition of his great support, really over the past 3 to 4 years, we invited him to jump with the Army's parachute team called the Golden Knights. And we do have proof of that. So I'd like to go ahead and play a short snippet of his exciting adventure.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
Should have done better than this. Please, I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist. So show me what I'm looking for. Save me, I'm lost.
Dr. Glenn, how you doing today?
Doing great.
What are you getting ready to do?
Getting ready to jump out of an airplane.
That sounds like a lot of fun. 2.5 miles above Lake Elsinore.
Sounds
Jumping
good.
out of an airplane with the U.S. Army Golden Knights.
That's an honor.
We got Joe here. Got left hanging.
We're going to take care of them. Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go get on this airplane.
Do it.
Don't let go.
open that door back there and jump out of this tin can.
I tell you what, the weather at 13,000 feet is way better than the weather on the ground right now here in Southern California.
It's hot up there.
All right, anybody like to say hello to before we jump out of this
I'd like
airplane?
to say hello to my wife and my son Tyler and Irvine Valley College.
That's it. There we go. Next time I see you, I'll be hanging outside of this airplane. So have a good time.
Good. Thanks.
To the sound of a heartbeat pounding away. To the rhythm of the awful rusted machines. We toss and turn but don't sleep. Each breath we take makes us thieves. Like horses without rebels. Just talk but ground is nothing else. We crawl on our knees to you. Under a sky not on the blue. We sweat all day long for you. But we so cease to see us through. 'Cause sometimes dreams just don't come true. We wait to bring what we are due. To the rhythm of a time bomb ticking away. And the blare of the sirens coming
All right, sir.
That's
You just jumped out of an airplane with the U.S. Army Golden Knights.
What an honor.
How was it?
Thank you.
I thought you did a great job up there, and we gave you a little bit of taste about being Army strong today, right?
Strong, you bet.
Yeah, we got Dan Hendricks over here.
Yeah. Great job. Good job. Way to go. Good. Thanks, Dan.
All right, sir. Thanks again for spending the day with the U.S. Army Golden Knights. I hope you had a great time.
Thank you.
And
Great time.
excellent.
Thank
Good
you.
to hear.
Again, that is just a small token of our appreciation to Dr. Rockmore. So let's give him a round of applause one more time as he's standing here today. So on behalf of the United States Army and the United States Army Southern California Recruiting Battalion, I'd like to present Dr. Rockmore with the set of airborne wings to let him know that he is officially Army Airborne qualified.
The district would also like to recognize Dr. Rockmore for his work with the U.S. Army. He was a founding member of the Orange County Army Advisory Council, which helps supports the efforts of the Army to create a positive image for the military and the community, and also helps with veterans returning. And we'd like to give him a certificate of recognition, which says, in recognition of his work with the U.S. Army Recruiting Battalion of Southern California, Dr. Glenn Rockmore was selected for a prestigious tandem jump with the U.S. Army Golden Knights parachute team on July 7th, 2011, an opportunity afforded to only the most influential citizens.
Let me just say quickly, you would be absolutely amazed what the Army does in terms of education. I had the opportunity to go out to Fort Irwin, which is in the middle of the Mojave Desert, I had lunch with a number of soldiers, and I was very impressed in talking with all of them that they all had at least a bachelor's degree, most of them working on a master's degree, all within their service time with the Army. It's really a wonderful opportunity. I'm very proud to support it. And for Lieutenant Colonel Hansbarger, I'm going to wear these wings very proudly. And thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it. And thank you, Chancellor, for this recognition as well. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, we are at public comments. Do we have anyone wishing to speak? Okay, very good. We'll now move to board reports, and we'll start with Trustee Jay.
No board report this evening.
Okay. Trustee Meldau? I also have no board report. Okay. Trustee Milchecker?
A very short board report. I would recommend everyone to go see Oklahoma at Saddleback College. And you have another opportunity to see it this Friday night or Saturday night or Sunday matinee. And it was incredible. It's a very old musical. It was first written in the 1940s, and the movie was done in 55. And the production was just incredible. They only have one equity artist in it, and that's Curly, and all the rest are volunteers from the community. And the sets are marvelous, and just go see it. You won't be sorry. Thank you.
Okay. And Trustee Prendergast?
No report.
Okay. And I will continue with that. No report. Trustee Jay. I'm sorry, Trustee Lang.
Yes, I just want to say that Dr. Rockmore, you give the term "taking a flying leap" new meaning. No further report.
Student Trustee. Oh, my goodness. All right. Chancellor's report at this time.
I just have a quick comment.
Your mic isn't on. There you go.
I have just a quick comment, and it relates to something that maybe only a few of you can see, and that's the bust of Ronald Reagan that's back here on the pedestal. It happens to be there right now just for safekeeping until we can get the necessary security to keep it from being damaged. Eventually, we're going to display it just outside the door here along the wall, where the wall is dedicated the Ronald Reagan Board of Trustees room. If you recall, that was done at the suggestion of Trustee Fuentes, and it was Trustee Fuentes who has donated this bust and the pedestal. He was given the bust many years ago by Orange County artist named Woodrow Butterfield, and the artist and Mr. Fuentes presented it to President Reagan, who replied at the time, reportedly, that of all the busts he'd seen of himself, he preferred this one as being the best one. In any event, it's nice of Trustee Fuentes to donate it to us, and I think it'll look very attractive outside on the wall out there. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we're at board requests for reports. Do I hear any board members that would like to request a board report? Okay, seeing none, we'll move to our discussion item, which we have none, correct? So we'll move to our consent calendar. And are there any items to be moved from the consent calendar?
I think 5.5, please, Madam President.
5.5 should be voted on separately. Is that correct? Yes. Any other items that need to be voted on separately? Okay. Trustee Lang, did you push your button? You sure did.
Yes,
Go ahead.
5.1 and 5.6, please.
5.1, 5.6, and 5.5 now. Okay. Anything else?
I move the consent calendar.
Okay, excluding all those items that were pulled off of it right now. All right, moved and seconded. Seconded by Trustee Prendergast, moved by Trustee Jay. Let's vote on the rest of the consent calendar. Okay, and the matter carries unanimously with one board member absent. Okay, we'll now go to 5.1, and that is the Board of Trustee Minutes of June 27th. Trustee Lang? Okay, you just want to abstain. Any other comments about those minutes? Okay, let's vote on the item. Okay, Trustee Lang is abstaining, and Trustee Fuentes is absent, and the rest of the votes are all yes. Thank you. 5.5, and this is Vice Chancellor Bouguet has asked this be pulled. So,
On 5.5, I'd like to ask the board to amend the attachment to it on the second page. On the second page of that item, it says temporary one-year replacement. If that could be stricken, and replace that with authorized hiring pursuant to Education Code 87482.5.
read that number again.
87482.5.
So move.
Okay. All right. Any comments or questions about that? All right. Let's vote on the item. Trustee, okay. Matter carries unanimously with one absent vote. Okay. Next one is 5.6. And you asked for this to be pulled, Trustee Lang?
For two reasons. One is I'm also going to abstain from voting on this item, but I needed to make a change as well to the language under status from the wording previously planned engagement to conflict with the foreign exchange program opportunity. And just in the way of explanation, this was an item that actually came up prior to the May board meeting. I had requested that the board be polled to determine if we could change the July meeting so that I would be able to make that meeting. That request was denied, and so I just, for the record, want to make certain that the language of this item is properly stated.
Okay. Any comments or questions about that? So you want it to state due to, as opposed to previously planned engagement, conflict with foreign exchange opportunity. Okay, program opportunity. Any objections to that? All right, go ahead. So do I have a motion to approve this item?
Move approval?
Okay, Trustee Milchecker. Second by Trustee Meldau. Let's vote on the item as amended. All right, matter carries unanimously with one abstention and one absent vote. So let's now move to 6.0, our action items. And our first item, 6.1, is approval of an agreement for special services with Liebert Cassidy. And Chancellor, would you like to present that?
I think it's best for Dr. Bouguet to respond to that. I think
Okay.
that you've been working with that legal firm.
In this case, this item is just a revision of rates, and you'll see in the actual item itself, there's only a range difference, and there's only one actually true rate increase on it.
One, I'm sorry, what was that? One?
One true rate increase of fees on the contract proposal from
Okay,
them.
all right. And can you point that out to us? Looks like it will change from paraprofessionals 100 to 130.
Yes, that's the only one.
Okay.
The rest of them are range changes.
Okay, very good. Any comments or questions from trustees? Trustee Lang, did you have one? Or?
No, just wanted to, I'm assuming that we're satisfied with the services that are being performed by this firm. Definitely. Okay, in that case, I would make a motion to approve.
Okay, do you have a second?
Second.
Trustee Melchecker seconded it. Let's vote on the item. Okay, matter carries unanimously with one absent vote. Okay, 6.2, and this is for board policies. The Chancellor recommends the Board of Trustees accept for discussion and approval the board policies in Exhibits A through G.
I'll move approval for these policies.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? Trustee Lang.
This is the first time or second time that this is coming to us? Second. Okay.
Second, if they're for approval, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions, comments? All right, let's vote on the item. Okay, matters carries unanimously with one trustee absent. 6.3, These are items for review and study, the same board policy items, so,
I'll move for review and study.
okay.
Just for review and study.
Okay, and Trustee Prendergast?
Yeah, I just had one on the basic aid funds allocation process.
Yes.
I think in discussion with the Chancellor, we figured out or pointed out that where it says number 6, the Chancellor shall establish administrative regulations regulating the use of basic aid funds, that's a typo or it's not actually supposed to be listed as number 6?
Yeah, it isn't a priority item. It should be a completely separate paragraph, because that'll take place regardless of any priorities that are funded. So the administrative regulation needs to be written, and that just gives the Chancellor the authority to begin that.
So when we vote on this next time, that'll be corrected?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll correct it. Okay. Anything else, Trustee Prendergast? Is that it? Any other comments or questions? Yes, Trustee Lang.
My only comment was at the end of the second paragraph.
Which
Bef-
policy?
Basic aid
Basic
policy,
aid,
sorry. Where it, prior to the enumeration of 1 through 5, and then you amending that for the last paragraph, where it says Board of Trustees will allocate basic aid funds in the following priority. I think that word priority may be a bit confusing, because we would typically allocate throughout all these different categories. We wouldn't do everything just in one before we got to 2 or 3 or 4, et cetera. So I think you need to, I'd like you to maybe give some thought as to what the proper, or perhaps a better phraseology for that.
Okay, Chancellor wants to respond to that.
Yes. The administrative regulation that I just referred to, its purpose would be to address those issues of the amount of money that we expect to receive in any year. What would we propose to recommend to the board? And it could be in all of these categories. So it wouldn't just go straight down the line, because capital construction would take everything.
Naturally.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying that that word priority is just, it seems to me to be a little, could be misconstrued.
Could we just say manner, substitute the word manner? Would that be all right?
Or even, within the following categories.
That's fine. All right, well, it'll come back for us.
Do you have?
Yeah, we said the same thing. The two presidents actually came with the same idea. How about consideration is the word?
That's good. Yeah. Okay, very good. Any other comments or questions from board members? All right, we have a motion, I believe, and a second. We didn't get a second. You made a motion?
Mike wants to say.
Oh, Mike, did you want to second it? Okay, thank you. All right, let's vote on the item. Just to accept for review and study. Yeah.
I'm actually.
All right. And Trustee Lang, there we go. Okay, matter carries unanimously with student advisory vote and 1 absent vote. 6.4, and this is to adopt a resolution. Oh, are we pulled this item?
This is getting pulled.
Are we pulling this item, 6.4? I'm sorry, this item is pulled, so we'll skip that item. 6.5, academic personnel actions, and the Chancellor recommends the board approve and ratify the academic personnel actions in Exhibits A through B. Do we have any changes? Okay, moved by Trustee Lang, second by Trustee Jay. Any questions or comments? No? All right, let's vote on the item. Okay, matter carries unanimously with 1 trustee absent and 1 student advisory yes vote. Very good. We're now at 6.6, and this is classified personnel action and approval and ratification. Chancellor recommends that we approve, no changes, Exhibits A through B.
I'll move approval with.
Trustee Milchecker and Trustee Lang seconded. Questions or comments from trustees? Let's vote on the item. Okay, again, the matter carries unanimously with 1 absent trustee and 1 student advisory vote. We're now at 6.7, and let me just identify the item first. The adoption of Resolution 11 through 24, authorizing budget transfers of appropriations at the close of the fiscal year 2010 to 2011. And the board, the Chancellor recommends the board adopt and approve a Resolution 11 through 24 as an Exhibit A, authorizing the Orange County Department of Education to make the necessary year-end budget transfers to accommodate entries that may be required during the year-end closing. Do I hear a motion for this item? Trustee Prendergast.
I'll move to approve, but would like to discuss it.
Okay, you move it, and do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Milchiker, and you have a question, Trustee Prendergast.
Yeah, transfer what from where to where? I see no details whatsoever.
All right. Would you like to address this?
Sure.
Okay.
During the year-end close process, there might be a necessary adjustment that needs to be made at the county where they have to move from one budget category to another, and this allows that closing process to take place. I did research to see if other districts did do these resolutions to their board, because it is required by the county to have a resolution on file for them to make these adjusting entries, and all other districts in the county as well as other surrounding counties do these resolutions.
I guess I ask this because in my other hat, the district I am in has moved funds from one account to another to, quote unquote, show it as a deficit. And I need to make sure that we're not doing that.
No, that's not what this is about.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, let's vote on, do you have to have a roll call vote? We'll let the roll be called by our,
Trustee Jay?
Aye.
Trustee Lang? Aye. Trustee Mildow?
Aye.
Trustee Milchiker?
Aye.
Trustee Padberg?
aye.
Trustee Prendergast?
Aye.
Student Trustee Larson?
All right, very good. The item, yes, Trustee Lang.
Will the actual budget transfers that are made come back to us with the detail that Trustee Prendergast has asked about?
Yes, we've always brought those back in the past years when adjustments were necessary, so we
Okay,
will
I just
do
want to
so
make sure
again.
that there isn't a change in procedure.
Procedure will be the same. Thank you.
Okay, very good. And we do need to have the trustees' signatures on this document, so after the meeting, we'll be taking care of that before you leave. Thank you. I haven't either. Nobody has. All right, so we are now at item 7.1, and this is presentation by our Chancellor on student trustee member election for 2011, right?
Well, it isn't actually a presentation,
Okay.
but it's information to the board that our student trustee, I think for the first time in the history of the district, has made application for this office, statewide office.
Oh.
So let's see. I was trying to find here how many are in the ballot. It's about
7.
a dozen or so.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am one of 8.
8.
I received information. They wanted to know if I wanted to run for the CCCT student trustee. I believe it'd bring more, recognition to our, more publicity for our district. It'd show that we're involved in the district community. So I think it'd be good. The election is going to be August 11th, so it's coming up pretty soon. I've met with Terry a couple times. She's been helping me out. I really appreciate it. But I'll get back to you next month and tell you how it goes.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, excellent. Yes, Trustee
Yeah,
Milchiker.
good luck. It would be great to have our student trustee be the statewide student trustee, so good luck.
Excellent. And I applaud you for deciding to run. Very good. All right, we will move then to 7.2, and this item is just a report on basic aid, information about basic aid. Any comments or questions from the trustees? Trustee Lang?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I had a quick question, and that is the first report that you've indicated that breaks it down by location, if you will. Is that, have we consistently gotten that, or is that a new?
No, this
I
report
miss
is,
that?
this report comes to
It's
you
the same
every
report.
month for years.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I probably just didn't pay a lot of attention to it
Yeah.
in the past, so Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything else? Any other comments about this item? Basic aid report? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to 7.3, Facilities Plan Status Report. And any comments or questions about that? Trustee Lang, your name is still on my board. Do you want to speak?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Seeing none, we'll move then to 7.4. And this, let's see, 7.4 is Retiree Trust Fund Report. And do we have a report from our Vice Chancellor or Chancellor?
Just as presented.
Pardon?
Just as presented before you.
All right, what's before us? Does anyone have any questions about it or comments? Okay, seeing none. We'll now move to our reports from our Academic Senate and our various representatives at the table. So we'll start with the Saddleback College Academic Senate.
Thank you. Other than preparing for the fall semester, the biggest news is that Dr. Carmen Dominguez, my predecessor, has taken a position as Dean of Fine and Performing Arts at College of the Canyons.
Oh.
We congratulate Carmen on her professional success and are very happy for College of the Canyons and their tremendous administrative gain. It does create a significant void here at Saddleback because of the many areas that Carmen has contributed to over the years. Everything from accreditation to program review, in addition to her Senate duties and teaching duties. Those are big shoes to fill that the Senate has diligently been working on, but she will be missed at this campus.
Okay. Would you just introduce yourself? I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
Dan Walsh, Saddleback College Academic Senate President.
All right. Thank you very much. And from our union representative, Louis Long.
From the South Orange County Community College District Faculty Association, I have no report.
Okay. Thank you. And we don't have anyone from, I guess, Irvine. Okay. Senate. All right. Mr. Peoples.
Good evening, and no report. Thank you.
No report. President Rockmore, you've made your report.
I guess I have. I will not have a long report here. I'll let my written report stand, but I just wanted to say how much I appreciate being able to work this summer on all of our accreditation issues, the planning, the goal setting. All of that work has just been very, very rewarding. And I'm sure that we're going to come through this with an A+.
Great. Thank you very much. President Burnett, Saddleback College.
Thank you, Madam President. First, congratulations, Dr. Rockmore, and for all the great work you do on behalf of our U.S. Army and our communities. Thank you. Second, I left you out there copies. You were the first one to have hard copies of the Flex Week brochure. So I stole them away from Academic Senate, and I got in trouble, but I did. So they're on your thing. Please, really encourage you to attend some of those events. That's really, you get to learn a lot, in particular our new Board of Trustee members. Great opportunity to learn about our college and what's going on for the coming year. Thank you.
I just had a quick question for you, President Burnett. I'm taking a class at your college, our college, and I happened to see a very glossy, pretty magazine in the class called The Orange Appeal. Do you want to tell us about that?
Well, thank you. I want to keep my report short, but thank you. I also handed out to all of you, in addition to what Trustee Milchick already said about Oklahoma and Seussical, everybody.
Yes.
Orange Appeal is Saddleback College's annual magazine that the students, all completely student-run, ads and everything. It's a wonderful publication, and we got you a copy that they had done at the last semester, actually, but I saved them here for you to give to this meeting.
So you have one to hand out to
Are you
everyone?
in this class?
No.
Oh, okay. You said you
No,
had a
it's
class.
it's a spinning class. No.
Oh, spinning. I certainly need to join you. Anyway, thank you for giving that plug.
Okay.
But also, we have them for the rest of the community, too, and they're online as well.
Oh, they're online. Good. But they're the photography is beautiful. So, okay. All right. And Vice Chancellor Bermucci.
One item, this month in Las Vegas at Blackboard World, an international conference attended by roughly 3,000 educators, the technical team working on the Sherpa project was honored with the Committee's Choice Catalyst Award, so I wanted to recognize their work.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that. That's great. Vice Chancellor Begay.
Dr. Rockmore is now my hero. I've always wanted to do such a thing, and the fact that he's not only jumped out of an airplane, but the process he went through in supporting the military is phenomenal. So good to have that in a president who's out there, and I appreciate his work in that regards. Also, just for the board's edification, probably, our chancellor is on track on all 6 of the accreditation issues, and frankly, he's doing a very good job. We're actually going to have a district-wide strategic plan shortly. We're going to have all different issues. We're improving the communication process on a formal basis by working collaboratively with the colleges. So we have several different very positive things happening, thanks to the leadership of our chancellor on that issue.
Great, thank you for that. And thank our chancellor. Vice Chancellor Fitzsimmons.
Just a brief report. We've been busy. Obviously, year-end closing of the books is happening right now. Extremely hectic time of the year for fiscal services, payroll, accounting, purchasing, as well as the college. The target is to get the books closed by the end of the week, July 29th. We're working with accounting on getting all the new purchase recs established. We also have our auditing firm coming in August 14th. They're returning for at least a week to work on the foundation and federal programs, and then again back in September for 3 weeks to work on the final audit report. At the same time that we're working on the financial year activities, we're also building the final budget, and that is anticipated to be finished up with all the details by next week as well. So we've been really busy, and a lot going on at the district office over the last few months.
Great, thank you. All right, and our IVC Classified Senate President.
Dennis Gordon. Yes. I'd like to report 2 items. We recently attended the California Community Colleges Leadership Institute, where we were awarded a Model Senate Award for having an exemplary organization for our Classified Senate. One of our members, Laura Uren, also was awarded the Vision Award. She was the one that originally started the Classified Senate back in the early 60s. So she was awarded the Vision Award for outstanding vision and commitment to the development of the California Community Colleges Classified Senates. So,
wonderful.
that's a report.
Very good news. And our CSEA President, Ms. Main. Oh, I see. All right. Could you just move the mic closer to your mouth? Oh, okay. And our Saddleback Classified Senate President.
I'm Don Mineo. I know many of you. I went to the CLI conference as well, and we won 3rd place for our webpage, but last year we actually won 2nd place, so it was a little lower standard. We actually had a retreat over the summer, which we usually do for Classified Senate, and we actually covered a lot of material, but one of the materials was that quite often people don't know what Classified Senate is, and also the difference between the union. So that is part of that campaign this year, is to educate everyone, not only our classified people, but managers and administrators as well. And real simply, since I have a minute left, the union deals with contracts, fair working conditions, and the individual's workers' rights, especially at the district level. The Classified Senate, as Gordon pointed out, it actually started many years ago, before even there was an academic senate in law. And the Classified Senate was really the way that we participated through collective bargaining, although when the union has that right, they have the full rights of collective bargaining. So we actually work underneath the auspice of the union, but for Classified Senate, we do different things. Mostly we're the voice of the classified people. We deal with campus climate and try to improve relationships there. We create activities and community projects to better serve the community as well. And we serve on various committees, including hiring committees, but recent changes, I think it's AB 60 or something, actually said that we have 2nd seat for any of the hiring committees, and the union actually has the 1st seat. So that kind of information, and just kind of informing us as workers here as well, that our classified professionals, we're really trying to make that better campus and climate for the students.
Thank you very much. Okay. Did you want to say something, Trustee Prendergast?
Move to adjourn.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.